Now, of course, our GI from the 7cc Central Visayas, starting with Alfredo IGMF AA Azucenas, our Central Command President. Also, Emma Luisa IGMF Twinkle Santiago, our Central Command Director. We also have here Faustino IGMF KK Doblas Jr., our Central Command Advisor. Now, moving on to the
Magandang hapon mga Guardians! Mabuhay ang Guardians!
Buhay!
Alright, kamusta po tayong lahat? Ako po si Slide Ardiente and we are so honored to be here to be hosting for you guys this afternoon. Iza, magandang hapon sa'yo.
Magandang hapon, Kuya Slide.
You are looking so beautiful today. Palakpakan naman natin si Miss Isa, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, yes, today we have a lot of fantastic ceremonies and activities that will be happening dito po sa entabladong to. Kaya naman dun sa mga nagla-live, ayan, magandang hapon. Alam natin na hindi po makakaya ng Inares ang buong puwersa ng Guardians. Kaya po kayo ay nagla-live na. So dun sa mga nanonood sa atin sa kanya-kanyang mga live feeds on Facebook, magandang hapon at mabuhay Guardians! Alright, there you go. Ayan, alam mo, isa to sa pinaka-safe na lugar sa Pilipinas ngayon. Tingnan mo na lang dito mula kaliwa hanggang kanan, may bantay tayo na talaga mangangalaga at mag-aaruga sa atin. Palakpakan po natin kayong lahat. Alright, so, today ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, marami po tayong mga kaganapan na mangyayari dito sa entablado. Kaya naman, Isa, I guess we can begin. Let's move on to our podium as we go on with our first activity for this afternoon.
Alright, so moving on with our program, to officially introduce our newly elected UG Apex officers and various delegation of UGB Guardians, may we call on?
Naku, mahabang listahan po ito at kailangan po nito ng masigabong palakpakan sa bawat pangalan na inyong marinig. Okay po ba yon? Parang hindi agree. Sinong gustong manalo sa raffle? Ayan, kung gustong manalo sa raffle, palakpakan naman! Ganon. Ang raffle po ay bonus lang. Ang kapatiran po natin ang ating sineselebrate ngayon. Kaya naman, simulan na natin ang ating pagpapakilala sa ating list of governors. Starting with Arthur UPMF Percival Camins, Universal Chairperson, Figurehead. Round of applause, please. Kapag tinawag po namin ang inyong pangalan, pumunta po tayo dito sa entablado. As we will continue, napakahaba po ng ating listahan. Our Apex Executive Council, we have Melvin, UGMF Isaac Contapa, Universal President, Chief Executive. Rene Toto, UGMF Joshua Dequiña, Universal Director, Titular Head, DS76, Number 3. Vicenta, BMG Sara Hangao, Universal Advisor, Brain and Mother of All Guardians, Alter Ego of BFG Abraham. Tuloy-tuloy pa po tayo sa ating UGB Figurative Body. We have Alex, UPMF Zeus Bonifacio, Titular Head, DS76, Number 5. Elpidio, UPMF Carlo Magno Saletaria, Universal Vice President for Judiciary, Figurehead, DS1980, Number 1 to 13, or 113. We have Evangeline UPMF Star Tanod, Supplementary Universal Director, Apex Commissioner, and Apex Commission on Awards. We also have Leticia MGM Libra Abales, Charter Multinational Coordinator, Apex Commissioner, and Apex Commission on Appointment. And we have Ledvic DB FMG Saray Hangautan, daughter of the brain and mother of the Guardians. As we call out your names, please join us on stage. Simulan na po natin ang ating Central Confederation's Triumvirates. Para sa ating Guardians, Transnational Forces or GTF, we have Eliger TGMF Noah Bongabong, Central Transnational President, Universal Vice President for Legislature, and Presiding Officer, Apex Assembly. We have Samuel TGMF Jacob Grafil, Central Transnational Director, Apex Marshal General, and Chief Apex Grievance Machinery. We also have Julian TGMF J.O. Olivares, Central Transnational Advisor, Apex Floor Leader, Chairman, Apex Steering Committee.
Now Now let's move on to the Guardians Original Branches, GOB, starting with Diomedes, OGMF Zeus 2 Valdez, Central Original President, Apex General Treasurer, and the Caretaker, Apex Treasury. Now we have the NAIR OGMF Juice Castello, Central Original Director, Apex Chairman, Apex Internal Government and Privileges Committee. Now we have Domiciano OGMF Dion Baybayan Sr., our Central Original Advisor and Apex Sergeant at Arms, Apex Assembly. Moving forward, we have our Guardians Diplomatic Corps, GDC, starting with Ronaldo DGMF Zarios Torres, our Central Diplomatic President, Apex Congress Director, and Apex Congress. Medwin DGMF Taurus Martinez, our Central Diplomatic Director. And of course, Christopher DGMF AW Garcia, our Central Diplomatic Advisor. Let's have the Guardians of Global Heights, GGH. We have Chris Giovanni, GGMF Campilan Manyazo, our Central Global President. Elmer GGMF Boy Barrera, our Central Global Director, Universal Comptroller General. And of course, Bernabe GGMF George Liang, our Central Global Advisor, Apex Chairman, and of course, Apex Good Government Committee. Now let's move on to GWR, our Guardians Worldwide Ranges, starting with Alex WGMF Pearl Exodus Sugano, Central Worldwide President, Apex Commissioner, Apex Ways and Means. And also let's give it up for Wilmer WGMF Idol Isaac Sunico, our Central Worldwide Director, Apex Chief Advisor, Apex Tribunal. Lastly, Donald WGMF Bungo David, our Central Wide Advisor, Apex Arbiter, and Apex Tribunal.
Next, we have Guardians Immigrant Legion or GEL, starting off with John Arsenio EGMF Adse Venegas, Central Immigrant President. We have Alejandro EGMF Milfrando, Central Immigrant Director, Apex Commissioner, and Apex Development Commission or ADC. Elfledo EGMF Cuntao Abesha, Central Immigrant Advisor, Apex Finance General Manager, Apex Business. Esperanza MGMF Sapphire Makoto, Central Multinational President, Apex General Trainer, and Apex... Okay, there you go. Next, we have the Guardians Multinational Society. Starting off with Alma MGMF Snow Palomares, Central Multinational Director, Apex Editor General, Apex Guardians Forum. We have Editha MGMF Eco Olazo, Central Multinational Advisor, Chairman, Apex Tile and Conference Committee. Next, we have the Guardians Allied Forces, or GAF, with Dexter AGMF Dex Aldueza, Central Allied Director. Susan AGMF Delta Millares, Central Allied Advisor, Apex Deputy General Trainer for Administration, and Apex Guardians Institute of Leadership. Next, we have Guardians Joint Command, or GJC, with Joseph JGMF Tamson Principe, Central Joint President, Apex Auditor General and Upholder, Apex Universal Audit. We have Romeo JGMF Bob Steele Bacalso, Central Joint Director, Apex Protocol Director, and Apex Guardians Protocol. And we have Romeo JGMF Tiger Buds Enrico, Central Joint Advisor. Next, we have the Guardian Support Unit, or GSU, with Dennis SGMF Ting Lomoxo, Central Support President, Apex Chairman, and Apex Judiciary Committee. And June SGMF June Boragay, Central Support Director, Apex Assembly Secretary, Apex Assembly. Next, we have Guardians Motor Riders Club, or GMRC. Uy, marami sila. Ayan. With Crescencio RGMF Kachila Makapulay Jr., Central Riders President. Jerwin RGMF Falcon Conjes, Central Riders Director. And Wenceslao RGMF Libra Becasales, Central Riders Advisor. We are also acknowledging our other Apex officers, Jude TGMF Brix Arcelo, Apex Information General Media, and Apex Press Office, and Nestor AGMF Josiah Nirza Jr., Universal Secretary General, Apex Secretariat. Let's proceed with the GI Central Command's triumvirates. First, GICC Ilocos. We have James NGMF Lion Cobra Felipe, Central Command President. Salvador NGMF Buddy Pilios, Central Command Director. And Erwin NGMF Erwin de la Cruz, Central Command Advisor.
Now our GI 2nd CC Cagayan Valley, Armando IGMF Arman Domingo, our Central Command President. Let's also give it up for Larry IGMF Sin Sandaga, Central Command Director, once again. All right, moving on to Homer, IGMF Odyssey Panginiban, our Central Command Advisor.
Next, we have GI 3rd CC Central Luzon with Linzerbert IGMF Isaac Hangao, Central Command President. We also have GI 4th CC for Calabarzon with Rolando IGMF Pistolero Vargas Jr., Central Command President. Ladislao PCGS Singug Humawid, Central Command Director. GI 5th CC Bicol Region, Manuel IGMF Aguila Marca, Central Command President. Ramil IGMF Ram Palinquiz, Central Command Director. And Bellman IGMF Bellman Pago, Central Command Advisor. GI 6th CC Western Visayas. We have Leonel IGMF Blue Dragon Panado, Central Command President. Alan IGMF May Sugano, Central Command Director. Carlos IGMF Red Hetchavova, Central Command Advisor.
Now, of course, our GI from the 7th CC Central Visayas, starting with Alfredo IGMF AA Azucenas, our Central Command President. Also, Emma Luisa IGMF Twinkle Santiago, our Central Command Director. We also have here Faustino IGMF KK Doblas Jr., our Central Command Advisor. Now, moving on to the GI 8th CC from Eastern Visayas, we have David IGMF Dave Fidakan, our Central Command President. We also have Conrado Ismael IGMF Ismael Bautista, the Central Command Director. Ruben IGMF Red One Young, our Central Command Advisor. Now let's move on to the GI 9th CC from Zamboanga. Ernesto IGMF K9 Rolano, our Central Command Advisor. Central Command President. Now we have Ruben IGMF X-Ben Abrera, our Central Command Director. We have Flamiano IGMF Dato Calun, Antonio Jr., our Central Command Advisor.
We move on to GI 10th CC Northern Mindanao. We acknowledge Edward IGMF Ed Kabasagan, Central Command President. Alex IGMF Isaac Paila, Central Command Director. And Aguedo IGMF Ding Castillo, Central Command Advisor. Next we have GI 11th CC Davao, headed by Manolito IGMF Superman Amanduron, Central Command President. We move on to GI 12th CC Soxargen. We have Bernardo IGMF Beta Taperla Jr., Central Command President. Abdulgani IGMF Bangsi Andang, Central Command Director. And Pablito IGMF Maestro Makilang, Central Command Advisor. We move on to GI 13th CC from the Caraga region. We have Romelili IGMF White Eagle Gultia, Central Command President. Cesar IGMF Zar Dapar, Central Command Director. And Antonio IGMF Thunder Virtudazo, Central Command Advisor.
Now moving on to GI 14CC from the Autonomous Region, starting with Arthur IGMF Zapata Panares, our Central Command President. Orlando IGMF Oman Manrique, our Central Command Director. Now moving on to the GI 15CC from Cordillera, we have Emerson IGMF Bulldozer Calanta, our Central Command President. Now we have from the GI 16CC National Northern District, We have Francisco IGMF Navigator Bohol, our Central Command Director.
We move on to GI 17cc National Central District. We have Enrique IGMF Kidlatred, Central Command President. George IMF Mista Canero, Central Command Director. And Jaime IGMF JMC Canero, Central Command Advisor. We move on to GI 19th CC with Lazaro IGMF Panther Hamora, Central Command President. Rodolfo IGMF Monkey Sermonit, Central Command Director. And Jose IGMF Sator de la Cruz, Central Command Advisor. GI 20th CC National Southern District. Ayan, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. We have Diolito IGMF June Grego, Central Command President. Bernadette IGMF Aris Grego, Central Command Director. And Rubin IGMF Playboy Ferrater, Central Command Advisor.
Magpapatalo ba ang GI 21st CC from Mimaropa? Alright, we have here Eusebio IGMF Breaker Evangelista, our Central Command President. Chico IGMF Hulk Perez, our Central Command Director. Let us also give it up for Rening IGMF RC Kabatay, our Central Command Advisor. Now moving on to GI 22nd CC, Sulu Archipelago. We have Wilfredo IGMF Masorolano, our Central Command President. Rogelio IGMF White Toledo, our Central Command Director. And of course, Oscar Julian IGMF Panther Macario, our Central Command Advisor. Now we also have GI 23rd CC from Negros Island, starting with Sean Patton, IGMF Giant Estacion, our Central Command President. Let us also give it up for Brigadier General IGMF Lapu-Lapu Lawas. I'm sorry for that. All right, our Central Command Director, and also Carlo Giorgioan, our IGMF Guido Reyes, our Central Command Advisor.
We now acknowledge our Guardians Brotherhood Incorporated leaders, Central GBI Oscar Cinco MF Programmer Ozoa, Central GBI President. We have RGIA Central Leagues, RGIA NCR Central League, with Luis LGMF Luis Bayubay, Central League President. Marvin LGMF Marlawin Prieto, Central League Director. And Neil LGMF Wabs Avila, Central League Advisor. We move on with RGIA Northern Luzon Central League, Elpidio LGMF G Ranjo III, Central League President. We have Annalyn LGMF Annie Pimentel, Central League Director. And Dines LGMF Wolf I Braga, Central League Advisor. Next we have RGIA Central Luzon Central League. We have Edwin LGMF Boss Ed Zablan, Central League President. Felix LGMF Felix Eslavas, Central League Director. And Laura LGMF Laura Cruz, Central League Advisor.
Now let's move on to the RGIA Southern Luzon Central League, starting with Rafael LGMF of YMPIC Drew, our Central League President. Also Norberto LGMF Bert Boholost, our Central League Director. Let us also give it up for Irvin LGMF Bok Florentino, our Central League Advisor. Now moving on to our RGIA Eastern Visayas Central League, starting with Roman LGMF Jacob Vicente, our Central League President. El Medio LGMF Elmer Tagra, our Central League Director. Of course, Jose Marcelo LGMF Dolphin Dueda Jr., our Central League Advisor. Now moving on to RGIA Central Western Visayas Central League, starting with Michael LGMF Zinks Contapay, our Central League President. Of course, we also have Jolito LGMF Rex Vacaro, our Central League Director. Let us also give it up for Marlon LGMF Mar Raganas, our Central League advisor.
We continue with RGIA Eastern Mindanao Central League. We have Dolphy LGMF Antingan, Central League President. Rex LGMF 2X Beloga, Central League Director. And Midel Mendez LGMF Red Diorda, Central League Advisor. We move forward with RGIA Western Mindanao Central League with Felix LGMF Cyclops Benetes, Central League President, and Osenyo AMF Havlin Ranin, Central League Director. We move forward with RGIA Overseas Central League with Samson LGMF Sam Ramos, Central League President. Joe Andrew LGMF Joe Bakot, Central League Director, and Yumi LGMF Mosque Rosquita, Central League Advisor. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, sabi po namin, napakahaba po ng ating listahan. Kailangan po natin ng masigabong palakpakan kapag tinawag po natin ang inyong mga grupo. Pero practice muna tayo. Palakpakan nga dyan. Buhay pa ba tayo? Mananalo ba tayo sa raffle? Masaya ba tayo sa ating kapatiran? Kaya dapat malakas ang palakpakan. First GICC Ilocos Region, palakpakan! GI, Second CC, Cagayan Valley.
GI 3rd CC Central Luzon, GI 4th CC Calabarzon,
GI 5th CC Bicol Region, GI 6th CC Western Visayas,
GI 7th CC Central Visayas, GI 8th CC Eastern Visayas,
GI 9th CC Zamboanga Peninsula, GI 10th CC Northern Mindanao. Humihina ang palakpakan, ha? Alam ko matitigas tayo mga guardians, eh. So kailangan rinig na rinig at ramdam na ramdam sa palakpakan yan. Okay pa ba kayo? Kailangan palakpakan tuloy-tuloy. Hindi tayo napapagod, di ba? Walang sukuan hanggang dulo. Okay, let's continue.
GI 11th CC from Davao Region, GI 12th CC Stock Targen,
GI 13th CC Caraga Region, GI 14th CC Autonomous Region,
GI 15th CC Cordillera Region, GI 16th CC National Northern District,
GI 17th CC National Central District, GI 18th CC National Western District,
syempre ang GI 19th CC from National Eastern District, GI 20th CC, our National Southern District. Wow!
Ayun, malakas, malakas na malakas. At ang GI 21st CC Mimaropa, GI 22nd CC Sulu Archipelago, and GI 23rd CC Negros Island Region. At isang masibabong palakpakan para sa ating lahat. Okay, so wow, ang dami pala nito. Lahat po ba ito? Babasahin natin. Abutin tayo ng hapon dito, guys. Oo. Okay, so at this point, yes. Okay, so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, kikilalanin na po natin ang mga pangalan na ating tinawag. So we'd like to request them to join us on stage for photo ops. Ayan, napakarami na po nila. At palakpakan naman po para sa ating mga kapatid na nandito sa entablado. Ayan, dito lang po tayo. Tinatawagan din po natin si Attorney Jesus Living God to please join us for the photo opportunity. Alam niyo po, napakasarap po sa pakiramdam ng mga nasa entablado kung sila po ay pinapalakpakan. Mas gaganda po yung ngiti nila. Kaya naman, matinding palakpakan naman. Ganon! And once again, congratulations po sa ating newly elected Apex officers and our various delegations sa ating UGB Guardians. Palakpakan po natin silang lahat. Maraming salamat. At tuloy-tuloy po ang ating pagseserbisyo sa ating kapwa. Ayan. We are just going to clear the stage a bit. Napakarami po nila.